Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's another Thursday night. So, you know what that means. It's time for a stream. Let me sort everything out. Oh my goodness. Whew. How are you doing? Who's in the chat? Who's here? I think it's just me. Hello. I am so hungry. My food has not been sent. I'm just so hungry. So, you know, I haven't eaten most of the day. Let me know how the audio is. If anyone is here. And I don't think anyone's here, but that's fine. So, for everyone who's going to be joining later, hello. Actually, let me post to Twitter. Pachoo! That might pick something up. Who knows? We're going to finish Szarekh The Silent King tonight. We're going to do it, and if I'm feeling up to it, I might put some more Necrons together. Behind me, I've got a whole bunch of Necrons behind me, so that's kind of what we're going to do. So, yeah. Let's get on with it. I don't think I'm missing anything. I hope you're doing well. If you are watching this live or if you are watching it later on. So we finished the big bad boy. This one right here. This fella. Except for his cape, which we'll do at the end. Because the cape ties into this bit here. Meant to glue it in, but I'm not going to. So we're building his little friends. But I can't remember what their name is. Does anyone remember? I know what I need to do. Put some damn lights on. That's better. How does that look? It's much, much better. I can actually see what I'm doing now. Yeah, so we're going to put these little friends together. So we're almost there. Actually, let's put it together first. But you can see, he's almost there. Like, the whole thing is pretty much done. It's just doing the 3 characters, so it is a little finicky to get in there, like some bits rub on each other, but overall, I'm not that displeased. I'm doing all good with it. Alright. I'm so hungry. I want my dinner. Said it was meant to be here at 7:12, but they're still assigning a driver. They're still finding a driver. So who knows, I'll probably turn up when I'm ready to go to bed. So we'll see how we go. I might fade. I don't think I will, but I might. Alright. Let's get... I don't need those yet. Let's get all organized. So, I'm happy to be back streaming. Like, I think this is the third... No, this is the 4th stream that I've done at the moment, so once a week. So I'm happy to be back doing it. So I was doing a lot more. But yeah, it's nice to be back. So let's get the right part first. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So I've got it going. What are we doing? 78, 76. Now, I've got a bit here that's part of a body that I know I accidentally chopped off last week. Oh, Yogi, how's it going? How is it going? Good to see you. So yeah, I chopped that bit off and I can't remember if it's part of this one or not, if it was like part 78 or a different part. I think it might be part 78 or 71. Not sure, we'll see. But we're looking for part 78. So 71, yeah, so definitely that's 78 then. That part I cut off, where is it? That's 78. Oh dear. Yeah, so let's build this boy. So we got 78, 76, which is a long bit. That's 69, 76, 76. Where are you? 76. I'm not blind, am I? I'm already going a little bit crazy, I think. It was right next to it. My god, I need some food. Oh, that sounds nasty. So do you have like holes in your roof at the moment? Because it sounds like you might if you ripped out the aircon. Oh, that sucks. Are you getting a new aircon system installed? Ah, okay. Excellent, excellent. Aircon makes a massive difference. This is the first place I've lived in that's had aircon, not like ducted aircon around the whole apartment, but just actually in the apartment. God, it makes a difference. Because we had some really hot days. When was it? In January, I think. Because it is summer in the southern hemisphere in summer. And it was freaking hot. I had to sleep on the couch once because that's where the aircon was. Because it was just too hot to sleep. But yeah. Nice, got to get that hole filled up. Who knows what would be crawling up in there. Probably ghosts. I've been watching lots of horror videos at the moment. Like, top 5 ghosts caught on camera. So it might be ghosts. Oh, good. A new aircon system's always nice to have. Okay. So let's try not to mess this part up. So I have big dumpy fingers. Oh, it's only 14 years old. Well, if it's got to be replaced, it's got to be replaced. I'm trying to figure out how this goes together. I feel like it's meant to go like that. That's definitely the right part. There's no other part, is there? So 71. Yeah, it's definitely the right part. Man, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you get garbage stuff, it's not going to be that good, obviously, because it's garbage. Alright. So I feel like it goes like that. Hang on, let me get the camera a bit closer. I feel like it goes in just like this. Yeah, that's the problem. I've got a lot of cheap stuff as well, and there's no tech support, there's no nothing. Like, if it breaks, it breaks. Either you fix it yourself or you get a new one. So yeah, sometimes it's better off just paying the big bucks, getting the good stuff that you can actually get serviced. I can't see these instructions at all. This is so weird. It doesn't even feel like it's meant to go in this part. I feel like it's gonna go like that. That's so weird. Alright, that's how it goes. Good on me for figuring that out. Come on, glue. Oh, my food still hasn't been delivered yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. just super hungry. I've got like a chicken burger and chips and a Coke coming, so I just want it to turn up. That's all I want. I don't ask for much. I swear, it doesn't go in this bit. Oh yeah, there it goes. Necrons are so fiddly. I think it's just unnecessarily fiddly. And I'm gonna talk about this every time I stream. That I love the detail of the new models, but I don't think it's necessary to be that fiddly. Oh well. Is what it is. So 7980. So have you been building anything new this week, Yogi? What you been building? Tell me what you been doing. I mean, this is the first thing I've built since last stream. It's like a week ago. 79. Ah, Dark Angels Combat Patrol. Nice. I was watching a ton of videos on Dark Angels this week from, what's this thing? YouTube channel, Oculus Imperia? Oculus Imperator? Whatever it is. If you haven't heard of it, it's like a lore channel, but the guy doing it is a character in 40k, working on Terra. And yeah, just so good. So good. And yeah, just watching all the stuff about Dark Angels. So I want to do a Dark Angels army, but if I did a Dark Angels army, I'd want to get... Yeah, I mean, you can paint them whatever you want. I think with the Combat Patrol boxes, that's kind of cool because you can... There's no special characters in there. You don't have to do it as the chapter that they've sold it as. You do get the extra bits. Yeah, it's a good way to get it. I think it's like 25 to 35% savings. Depends on where you are on what Combat Patrol box. That seems to be the average at the moment. It varies, but that seems to be about the average. And that's that is Games Workshop prices. So if you go somewhere else, you get like another 10 to 20% off. So if you get it from like third party, it's a massive saving. Okay, a driver's been assigned to my food. I'm gonna get it at 10 past 8. Good, because I'm hungry. 180. Oh, that's good because it's normally 230. So what's that? That's $50 saving. It's pretty good. What was I saying? Yeah, Dark Angels. I want to do more of a Horus Heresy themed, but in more 40k style. So black and red with silver trimming and all that stuff. So a lot of the, I do want to get a lot of the Forge World models for that range because they are pretty good. All right, tiny little creepy hand. God, how am I going to do this? I can't even hold on to it. I can't even see what the picture looks like. Okay, so it's like that. And oh God. Need to change hands. This is so fiddly. They're just so fiddly. Like, look, it's literally, if you can even see it, it's literally 2 fingers, if that. Seriously, is it necessary It is not necessary for this part to exist. It's so dumb. Oh well. So it's gonna go this way. Okay, I see how it goes. Let's just go for it. I mean, for this kind of stuff, it's ridiculous. Actually, do I have tweezers? I might actually do it with tweezers. I do have tweezers somewhere. Got some little hobby ones. Alright, they're not there, so I'll have to go without. But yes, just so fiddly. Unnecessarily fiddly. Alright. Need a little tool. I know, that's the problem. They're just so fiddly. I mean, yeah, cool once they're done, but at the same time. Alright, there we go. How's that? Come on, focus. Doesn't look great, but it's actually meant to be sticking up a bit, I think. Sticking out a bit further. I don't think it really matters. Oh yeah, okay. It does matter, you can tell the difference. Alright, there we go. We got there. Stupid little hand. Can't even get in focus, it's that small. God. So frustrating. Alright. So now it needs to go in backwards like this. And then you get all this like weird sticky out bit that you can't even see properly. Like that weird long bit. Ha! If I ever paint it. I will start painting again soon. Seriously, it's been so long since I've painted. But yeah, I will. Just got to get back into the groove of it. It's been a long, long time. Is that how it goes? Can't even see the instructions properly. I'll just spray it silver and give it a wash. Job done. You know what? Sometimes I just want to cut off the bits and just stick it in, because that bit seems to be a bit ridiculous, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna cut it and we'll just see how it goes. Because you're not gonna be looking at these guys anyway. Oops. Alright, we'll just hold him there for a second. Oh, I'm so excited that my food's going to turn up soon. Nah, that's totally wrong, isn't it? You know what? I don't actually care anymore. I'll stick it on there, we'll just hold it. Well, I haven't eaten. I think the last thing I ate was around 10:30, 11. Started work at 8 and I didn't really have a break today. So I'm kind of hungry. Hey Quispy, how's it going? Just trying to get this little spindly arm glued on. Alright. You stay there. Don't you dare fall. No, don't you. Don't you dare stay there. Okay. These things are so fiddly. Alright. $82. 81. So 82 is the big thick one. Another little stupid arm. So how has everybody's day been? Like I said, mine was pretty busy as usual. I think I say every time my day's been busy. And then I say, that's alright, go cook away. I ain't going anywhere. Yeah, today was exceptionally busy. Just life though, what can you do about that? Okay, come on. Oops, I think I need a new blade tonight. Say, stream might be a quiet stream tonight, I think. I don't know. I almost thought about, do I want to stream tonight? Do I want to stream? And I was like, yeah. Just stream. Yeah, it's just because it's been so busy. And I was away all last weekend. And then every free chance I got, I was making videos for the channel. For Warhammer Fest. That's what we can do. We can talk about Warhammer Fest tonight. Because that was the thing that happened. What was everyone's favorite? What were people excited about most? I have to have a think because I can't even remember. Yeah, man, I can't even remember. So much of it. I can't remember it was day one. Oh, day one was Age of Sigmar, so there's lots of cool stuff there. Yeah, Age of Sigmar might have been my favorite out of everything. There was a few very cool things shown off Age of Sigmar. I mean, apart from the new edition, I mean, yeah, that's cool, but there it is. You know, all the other models, because we didn't see much for the new edition, just like 2-3 models. So there's going to be like a special edition box like they did with Indomitus. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure I read that right. So definitely going to try and get a copy of that. Yeah. So I'll do similar to what I did last year with Indomitus and build the box, unbox it. Might do unbox live on stream. We'll see how we go. And build videos, be better than the Indomitus ones. And then get the box set when it's released, and like the 2 small ones will come out. Unboxing and stuff. Come on. I wasn't even holding that in at all. There we go. Alright, let that dry up a bit. And my food is on its way. 16 minutes away. Thank God. I'm so hungry. Alright, so I've got that bit done. Now we've got to deal with this bit. I kind of think I did mess this up in a big way, but whatever. Get back in there. Oh my God. I need to be more patient. Alright. I'll just let it sit there for a second. I think I did mess this fella up, but whatever. We get a second shot at it on the next one. While it's waiting, I may as well pull out, build the other one. We'll build the body. So we need some legs. We need 66, 65, and 83, which are going to be on these ones. So 66 is this bit here. I need to get this camera out of the way. It's very big tonight. Kind of been playing around with different camera angles. Just trying to get the right one. Alright, that'll do, that'll do. That'll do. It's not straight, but it'll do. Yeah, I've been playing with different cameras and everything. Let's do some interesting setups. We'll see. I have some plans. I've been trying to get going for this year. Just hasn't happened. Life just gets busy all the time. And 83, which is a little piece, little cut piece. Help if I actually did it on camera. That would be very helpful. And his little crotch hider. Whatever we're going to call them. Tabards. Whatever. Right. So, this goes like that. Right. Okay. Pretty straightforward. See, that's how joints should be. Should just go in just like that, without any problem. But no, things have got to be different, don't they? Stay in there. But stay straight as well. Bloody Necrons. That's what I reckon. Oh, they just do not enjoy them. I don't know, something about the models themselves, it just doesn't... I don't know, something about them. It's so difficult to put together. Unnecessarily difficult, I think. Yeah, easy to build, very nice. Yeah, but you know, just these are exceptionally fiddly. I'm actually getting a spot where we can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, I think that's my food. Okay, right. That looks kind of right. And I did not put the arm on the right spot. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely my food out there. Oops. Alright, this is going to be real fiddly. Ah! Yeah, this is what I wanted to avoid. Frick. Yeah, I should have let everything glue up first, and then I've gone in for it. But you know, I'm super impatient. I can't help myself. I think I'm just excited that my food's here. We'll fix it up in a second. It'll be alright. Oh my god, it's a disaster. Alright. Let's take this bit off. You know what we could do? Ah, screw it. I'm gonna do it this way. This is how you should do it, I think. Alright, there's my food. I'll be back in a second. Alright, food time. Yep, I'm blaming my stomach brain. Yeah. I know, I think there's better ways that you can do it. I don't think with these models you need to have the ball socket to join in there. The only reason they have that is because of, if I can get it in focus, that little sticky out bit that is part of like the neck bit that connects the head. I don't care about that. I don't think it's necessary. So, you know, whatever, mate. Whatever. We can make it work. So we'll just let that all glue up. We'll cut off that bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have some food. Yeah, Necrons. I mean, I'm not going to build many more Necrons after this, particularly not little fiddly ones like that. I've definitely got some more to put together, like the Necron Warriors, but I've done so many of those that they're usually fine now. Yeah. can probably hear that motorbike outside. Get some food going. I'll try not to eat too loud. Fiddly boys. That's what they are. Just real annoyingly fiddly boys. And it looks ugly too. I mean, my blue job is ugly. Yeah, I just think they're going for too much detail and they're like, alright, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna stick with. Ah, good. Because eating sounds, I'm not a fan. Wait a second. Wait a second. Yes, this one here. So I think if I just chuck some glue in there, it'll be fine. No, I don't do mukbang channels. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the mukbang, to be honest. Hey, some people are. And that's fine. You can do what you want. But it's not for me. Right. We can fix up the body. It's ugly, but we can fix it up. It's not... And honestly, it's not that much of an issue because you're really not going to be seeing that anyway. Oh, hello. You decided not to stick together at all. Whoa. Get in there. Stay on there. Yeah, just really wanted to fall out completely then. Yeah. Necrons, the warriors themselves, what, like 4 or 5 parts? They go together fairly easily. So it's not too difficult to do. You know what? We could just cover this up with glue and trim it back, it'll be fine. I'm not that fast. I mean, you're never going to see this detail anyway. Alright, you stand up nice and tall, Sunny Jim, my lad. Get in there, just stick. Alright, we'll just hold on to it. It's not great, but whatever. Okay, we'll just let it... We'll leave that for a second. We'll let him glue up. He'll be fine. He'll be alright. Yep. I don't want to do any more Necrons. It's haunted me. I just don't want to do any more. I've got some more to do, and I'll do them. But... flashbacks to the Psychomancer. That model is honestly in... How many years have I been doing this? So the 90s, early 90s when I started, in 2nd edition, even before 2nd edition I think. I think 2nd edition had just come out, and I've been playing like Space Crusade. No model since then, early 90s, has caused so much trouble as the Psychomancer. Never. That was just far and beyond. Man, the Psychomancer is such a good model though. Such a good idea. And it was so bizarre and creepy. That, I'm like, yeah. I want the model. But if I knew it was going to be that much of a pain, I probably wouldn't have got it. So that was ridiculous. Alright. Time for some burger. So I've just got a Porto tonight. I can't remember what I got. Bondi. Was it the Bondi burger? Whatever it is. Yeah. I think essentially it's a Psychomancer with extra tendrils and a crazy skull. I wonder if they're going to do anything else for the Necrons. I imagine that there's not going to be much for like a while now, since they got a massive release over the last couple of years, so last year. Yeah, Combat Patrol for Necrons. That's what I'm surprised about. The Codex is out, isn't it? I do have the Codex. Yeah, I do have Codex Necrons. I'm surprised that they haven't released one. I think it's because they're all new models that they're not going to do that yet. Which makes sense. Considering we only just got the Death Guard models. But I would imagine at some point soon they will do one. But because they're so new, I think they'll keep the Start Collecting box around for a while. That makes sense. Because they still want to make as much money as they can on the new models. Particularly... Okay, let me have some food and then we'll talk about pricing. So, the Necron pricing. What a bit of a mess that is. Bring the mic closer now so you can hear me. Yeah. The Necron pricing. God. Buy the Recruit Edition. What, so a Necron unit of 10 Necron Warriors is like $10 or something? No, $10, wow. $90, $100? Let's have a look. I need to get my keyboard out. Oh god. Go to Games Workshop. Let's go to the browser scene. And we go to 40k. Armies of Chaos. No, not Chaos. Xenos armies. Necrons. So you got the Royal Court, $180. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's actually about right. Yeah, I think that's about right, but we won't look at it too much. Necron Warriors, $77, right? Fair enough. Scorpec Destroyers, $90. That's expensive. So you got those two there. And then when we go to starting here, get the Elite Edition for $120. So you already, just to get those two, you're spending more than the Elite Edition, which you get, what's that, like 5 more models in there. Yeah, exactly, and it's even more discounted when you get it third party. It makes no sense. It's like if you don't know what you're getting, like you don't know what you're doing and you're just like, oh, those models look cool. Yeah, I'll pay $77 for a model, when no, you can get them in, where's the other one? The $65. Yeah, this is what I was trying to find. $65. You've got the unit in there. So there's the unit of Necrons. You got the unit of Necrons in the box with what is it? Royal Warden, is it? Royal Warden. I'm gonna say it's a Royal Warden. Yeah, Royal Warden. Then a Primaris Lieutenant and 5 Assault Intercessors. You know, it's it's weird. It's really strange. So $10, $12 cheaper, you get a ton more stuff. And if you go third party, it's even more discounted. Yeah, weird. Yeah, that's always confused me a little bit. But I don't think I have the Elite Edition. What have I got? I've got Command and Recruit. So I never picked up the Elite Edition. I don't think I really need to pick them up anymore. I think I've got like 6 sets of bikes. Maybe 9. No, I think it's 6 bikes. A ton of Assault Intercessors. So I don't need any more. Definitely don't need any more Warriors. Yeah. It's a weird one. It, you know, weird pricing. Weird pricing in that case. I know Games Workshop pricing is always a bit weird, but in this case, this feels super weird. So let's look at some Combat Patrol. So this is the 6 that are available at the moment. So Drukhari is $20 cheaper. So the savings in this one are actually better. I originally did the pricing when I did my cost videos at $230 because I figured that's what it would be. Because all the others have been that price. Why wouldn't the Drukhari one be $230? So it's $210, $20 more. So they save me even more. So this is probably going to be the best value one. But either way, I wonder. Interesting to see if you bought all 4 of the Space Marine ones, how much savings do you actually get? Because you're not getting too much duplication. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got a full unit of intercessors. Then if you get Deathwatch and Dark Angels, that's 2 more. That's a full more unit. Then you've got a 5-man unit there. You'll get 6 aggressors. So that's 2 units, or 1 unit. I think you can run it as 1 unit. Do you get 2 lieutenants? But you know, you gotta have lots of lieutenants. Yeah, lots of intercessors, which is fine. I mean, that's the base of the army. Apothecary, librarian, the ugly chaplain. Oh, that chaplain is so ugly. And what else do we get? We get some Reavers, then Redemptor Dreadnought, Warsuit, and a tank. Oh, and I always forget what these guys, Incursors, or whatever they're called. Incursors in the other one. So it's a pretty big army, and so the cost savings in total will be 30%-ish. Oh, maybe more. I have to do the maths on it. You're spending like $1,000. And that's a pretty hefty army, actually. Oh wait, the Deathwatch have... What have they got? Have they got a full 10-man squad? Ah, they do have a 10-man intercessor. Okay. Oh, that changes it. So you got full squad. You'll get a full squad. So 3 full intercessor squads, which is all you can take anyway, at a maximum. Okay. I mean, you're definitely saving money at the end of the day. Can't remember how much though. I'd have to bring my spreadsheet up and do all maths and everything, but yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to show this model off. This is one of my favorite models right now. Seriously, so good. I'm hoping for more while this is Necromunda. That whole area of the upper echelons of Imperial Society, definitely ripe for releasing models. Yeah, I want more models like this. I think I said in the video review of this, Just get John Blanche. Just get all John Blanche art and make models. That's it. That's what I want. This is like John Blanche. I'd be surprised if he didn't do the original sketch for this. I'd be very, very surprised. Yeah, so spending money to saving money, which is ridiculous, but so you're technically not saving. But if you were going to buy all of them, yeah, you'd be saving money. Yeah, so definitely 30 intercessors in total. 5 reavers, 6 aggressors, 6 of these fellas that I can't remember the name of, a couple of elites, command models. That'd be pretty good. Interested to see. I mean, once they all come out, so we're going to get books for all the chapters. I would imagine. I would like to see the full complete suite of Inceptors. That's it. I knew it was in something. Too many intercessors, Inceptors, Incursors. The other Incursor build, I can't remember what it's called. So that's all that's come out for Space Marines. Space Wolves, Death Watch, Dark Angels, and Blood Angels. Huh. Interesting. I think White Scars, hopefully, that will be down the line, and hopefully they have bikes in it, because if it doesn't have bikes, that's absolutely ridiculous. It's got to have like 2 units of bikes. Salamanders have to... I'm hoping that when we get codex supplements for the other chapters, they actually include more units, so specially made units, because we only got that for Space Wolves. Yeah, separate boxes for Blade Guards. Man, Blade Guard models, that kit's so good. I got so many parts from that, so many leftover bits like arms and swords and I think a few heads and everything. What was I saying? Yeah, for Space Wolves they've got that special Wolves of Morkai or whatever they're called in the kit, but it's just really a extra. Just a thing. There's just rules. They're just not models. I want to see some more special units like they've done for Horus Heresy. I want to see the armies expand a bit more. So you can imagine Salamanders will have a unit of fire. Just shooting flames. I think that'd be pretty good. White Scars, while you got models for like bikes and the land speeders and storm speeders. I want something a bit more interesting. Oh, bikes with like lances. How they're riding with giant lances. Not quite in the right theme for them, but I think that'd be cool. You know, just some interesting things. Just trying to think what else we could do. Ultramarines. Yeah. I think you don't do anything with those. I think they're pretty stock standard. With, what are they called? Imperial Fists. I think that box will be more heavily armored, so I think that would have aggressors in it, possibly a tank. More shooty. I think that would make sense for an Imperial Fists. What other chapters are there? Iron Hands? Probably shooty. What other chapters are there? I've gone mental blank. No idea. No idea. Anyway, let's go back to this scene. Get rid of all of that. Yeah, I mean, it's having models in the Combat Patrol. I think there's a lot of potential to do some really interesting things, and I don't think they've really done that interesting stuff at the moment. Yep, that kill team box. I wanted them for the heavy intercessors. But, I mean, I've got to be honest. Do we have to have a conversation about how Kill Team's dead? Is it dead? Because that box for Prior Nexus, that was just to ship models. To get the new models out there. That was it. To me, nothing less. Nothing more. It was almost like one of the Indomitus boxes for those models. Was it worth it? I think it was really expensive for what it was. Come on, little glue. Oh, my glue stuffed up. It's got all that little bits and bobs of terrain that you're not really going to use. It's cool little bits of terrain. I give them that. But very specific to that, unless you want to kit bash some like terrain for 40k. So yeah, it was expensive. I do need my tweezers. I don't know where they are. Oh, there they are. I have in front of me, where you can't see, so in that direction there, I've got like a whole bunch of drawers that go across the entire table. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 12 different drawers of stuff. And it has all my hobby stuff in there, which is super nice. It's nice to have. Come on. Alright, that'll glue in. Yeah, the flayed ones. 60. Yeah, I was gonna say at third party. 60, you could probably get it 60 to 70 third party Australian. I don't see it any less anywhere else. If we have a look, if I go back to browser scene, for example, if we go to what's something that's an equivalent new thing, probably Necrons are going to be good to look at. So you got the Ophidian Destroyers at $90. So you know they could be up around that mark. The Scorpec Destroyers at 90, which is absolutely ridiculous. You got the Necron Lich Guard, which is 66, but they're old models, so if they were released today, I think they'd be at 90, really. And then just old stuff that you can't. Laven Deathmarks are 61. I reckon that it would be it's a tough one. Yeah. To get the Ophidians at 76, I can't imagine the flayed ones. I think you could get it between 60 and 70. But again, depends. I mean, some of their pricings are a bit weird. Sorry. I'm not sure these days. I do try to buy from my local Warhammer store, simply because they're super friendly, super nice. They're always down for a chat. Where I found some other local game stores, not as friendly. You go in there and they're just usually playing cards, not really paying attention at all. So, yeah. But again, yeah, you're not saving that much money. But always got to remind myself that this is a hobby. It is an expensive hobby. Always kind of call it a luxury hobby. So I know that, yeah, it's completely unnecessary. And yes, the things are overpriced, but again, it comes down to what you value and what monetary value you put to things. That whole kind of conversation. All right, how long has this taken us? We've been going for 1 hour 16 and we haven't even finished this one yet. I was hopeful. No, you don't. Don't you dare fall off. I'll break you. Oh my god, there's still more to go. I was totally hoping that we'd get all this finished tonight, but it's alright, we've just been chatting away. Speaking of prices of things and how crazy prices can be, I'm bringing back the crazy cost video series that I only did one video on, where I did how much would a Khorne army be, Khorne demon army from the Codex Demons, where it was, they have a list of, I can't remember what it was called, but it was a whole entire army organization of Khorne demons. And how much was that going to cost? I can't remember how much it was in the end, but fun little project. And I want to do that. I still want to do all the Chaos demons, the 3 remaining ones for Chaos gods. Just crazy, crazy stupid thing. But I've made some lists from some of the Space Marine codexes. And I think the Vigilus campaign books, where they talk about the army makeups. It's not perfect, you do have to fudge some numbers a bit, but I think there's a few where they list exactly the unit type, instead of just saying, oh, it's a battle line squad. I'm like, okay, but that doesn't help me. So I'm planning on doing that series again. Because that was fun, just to see how much this specific army would be. It's not an army you'd be able to play in a game, possibly Apocalypse, because the rules are a bit more simpler that way. Excuse me, I just have to answer a message. And it was just crazy. It was just fun, just to see how much, well, I think the Khorne Demon army was 20,000 plus, thereabouts. Let's actually go have a look. Oh my god, if I can get it up. I've got my keyboard in a really dumb spot. I'm just searching it. Let's go to the browser scene. I like how I've set up the browser scene now, it's nice. What's it called? Khorne. Alright, here we go. Yes, we'll skip the ads. Alright. So yeah, Kulzar's Doom Court. So if you haven't seen the series, like, set up a whole bunch of rules. So you can use Games Workshop and Forge World rules. Units are taken at full strength, because it's fine. Battleforge rules completely ignored. Extra models can be taken. I can't remember what that rule was about. Extra models can be taken. Not sure. No start collecting boxes, because mostly because that was going to be a pain in the butt to do. To think about it from money perspective. I didn't want to have to start working out how much does this actually cost. Proxy models are allowed because, you know, it's fine. And then logical reasoning when determining units for things that aren't specifically talked about. Okay, here we go. So, I can't remember how many models were in there. I think it was like 800 possibly. So in the US it's like 9,500, UK it's 6,000 pounds, in Australia it's $15,000 for just a corn army. So like tons of 64 flesh hounds. The army had 64 flesh hounds. Let's see how many. Alright, so that's the structure there. And everything was in groups of 8. It sort of goes into some detail to describe it. So, you know, it was fun. It was just a fun little exercise to do. That's all the blood letters that you need. I think, is that right? No, times 5. So it's that many times 5. So 6,400 in blood letters. Yeah, it was just fun. Just a fun thing to do. So yeah, I think I'll bring it back again. It's extremely economical. It makes perfect sense. I don't think things will change from the codex because it was really loose. And if a new codex comes out, I'll just do it again if it's different. But I don't think there'll be too many changes, even if they include something like that in the codex, which they might not. We'll never know. Who knows when the Demon Codex is going to come out? Could be a while yet. Because I know we've got Sisters of Battle coming soon. Adaptus Mechanicus, Orcs. And we may get one in between there at some stage. I think Admech's the next one. Which will tie nicely to the range review series that I'm doing for Admech. Oh, it's like I planned it. I did plan it. Oops, this is pretty tight. Let me actually get on screen. I always have a habit of moving too far left, and I've got too many things on the left side of the screen. So yeah, I want to do like the crazy cost videos. I mean, I don't have $15,000 to spend on models. That doesn't account for the paint. I don't know how much the paint would be. I don't want to know how much the paint would be. It'd be a stupid amount. Just a dumb amount of money spent on paint. Although, I'm thinking, if you could build that army in Epic 40k, which you could, you can get 3D printable files and print off armies. I think you can get some demon ones these days. Yeah, I was gonna say spray from paint, paint from Bunnings, definitely spray. Yeah, that's it. I think if you've got 5 times 8, no, it would have been 5 times 16. 5 times 16 blood letters, or blood letter? I can't remember. Yeah. You'd do highlight. You'd probably just dry brush it. Give it a spray of red. Do a wash of something, dry brush. I mean, even then, at that stage, there's so many models, you probably wouldn't even want to paint the horns or anything like that, or the weapons. You could do a real rush job, but I think you just dry brush it. Because there are 2, no, there's 8. There's 8 greater demons. So, yeah, it's a big job. So that goes over like that. Oh, his arm's still not dry yet. That's okay, that's okay. Oh my god. This is horrible. Who put this model together? Oh my god, that's a horrible way to put the model together. Wow. Yeah. Just crazy amount of red paint. The problem is, it would just be red and just not that interesting to look at. It's too many models. It's not the same as, say, the 1990s display of the Ultramarine chapter, the entire chapter. That was incredible because you have various different sizes of things. You got the troops to tanks up to the Thunderhawks that they specifically made for that display. So you have huge range. With the Khorne Demon Army, it was just red models. Some big ones, but nothing big like a Thunderhawk. I'm just trying to stick this together so I can just stay in there. Oh my god. You little so-and-so. I think the Tzeentch army was far more interesting. There was a few more interesting bits to that army that you can do because you've got more models in that range, I think, overall. Alright, that looks good. And then we got this bit that goes in there like that. And we've got him done. We did one. And it took an hour and a half. It's okay. So yeah, for that series, the Khorne one's done. Got to do Tzeentch, Slaanesh, and Nurgle. Yeah. Oh, if only I did watch it with the Disco Tabletop Gaming build video. Jeez, that guy doesn't know what he's doing. Alright, that'll do. You stand up, like that. Okay, his arm does have to go up higher though, because it's going to hit stuff. I'm just going to pump some glue in there. It's fine, you're not even going to see that bit. Oh, no wonder. The whole freaking thing fell apart. Whatever. Okay, whatever. I'm just making it worse by touching it. Alright, just go away, mate. Just go stand over there. I'm still eating my dinner as well. You know what? I'm going to build this guy off camera. I'm not going to do it on stream. It's so frustrating. Oh, they're actually meant to plug into the whole system. Oh, screw that. I don't have time for that. Alright, let's build the menhirs. Let's build them puppies, because they're easy. So yeah, after I do the demon armies, there's plenty more to do. Like I was saying, you can do full battle forces from certain battles, which is awesome. Some of them are difficult to do, particularly armies that are properly structured, like orcs. I'd love to do one for orcs, but the armies vary so much, and the descriptions of them are really difficult. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. But yeah, I'm going to try and do armies that I can. Because there's a lot out there. Just seems to be... Because everything is essentially from the perspective of the Imperium, which makes sense. You only really get information about Imperial forces in depth as I'd like. Although the Drukhari Codex from last edition had some cool stuff. It had like a big makeup of, I guess, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. Whatever their full armed organization is. A cult? Pirate warband? I don't know. But it had a fairly good description of it. So you could definitely do one there. But again, it's the same issue. It so varies. It varies like all over the place. When you build a Space Marine chapter, you know what a Space Marine chapter is. It's 1,000 Space Marines. One of the things I've always questioned, here's something for you. A chapter is meant to be 1,000 Space Marines. Does that include those that fly or drive the tanks? So, you know, the pilots of the Thunderhawks, the gunners of the Thunderhawks, and the pilots of the tanks. Are those counted in the 1,000? It's a question I've always had, and I've never found a reasonable answer. Because Codex Astartes says 1,000. And then they describe how the chapters are made up. So 100 in each chapter, there's 10 chapters. There's your 1,000. That doesn't even account for like captains and apothecaries and chaplains. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm wrong. But, you know, it's things I think about. So it's like a question I want answers to. But let's be honest, the Codex Astartes doesn't really count much anymore. It's... Gilliman's come back and's gone, oh, well, that didn't work, did it? So, yeah. And that's also one of the other problems with a doing a Primaris army, or working out exactly what's in a Primaris army, simply because there's so many different unit types, things like that. And I know that they'll move around, that each individual Primaris will move around between the different unit types, but when you're trying to work out an actual structure of an army, it makes it difficult. Sorry, structure of a chapter. It makes it somewhat difficult. And I'd say even codex adhering chapters wouldn't really adhere to the number. Because they're like, oh, we can only have 1,000, no more, no less. No. There's no way they would adhere to that exactly. Oh, I love this. I love this one. It's so good. I just wish these were like separate, on a separate sprue, and they could sell them individually, because like seriously, if I could get a bit out, come on out you come. Like a bit like this, whole bunch of these just in a wall. I think that would be awesome. We put it together, and before I paint it, I'll just do a cheeky little mold, and then we'll have more copies of it. That'll be nice. does this go together? I just want to make sure I'm gluing it correctly. No, it doesn't matter, I'll just glue it on the side of the walls. Alright, that'll glue in. That'll glue in nicely. I'm gonna finish my dinner. Or I will at some point tonight. Alright. We are getting there. You know what? Maybe one day I'll even paint it. Or it'll just sit on my shelf for years and years and years, which is more likely what would happen. I mean, particularly with the bigger models, the bigger centerpiece showpiece models, I don't really want to try and paint them because I don't want to wreck them. Makes me nervous. That will all join together there. Nice. I want weird monolith type things like this for the Necron army. More weirdness that makes absolutely perfect sense for the Necrons, but I want more of it just to make them really alien. Because I don't feel we have a truly alien or a Xenos race army. Necrons, they're bipedal, 2 arms, 5 fingers, and a face. It's very much like that. Orcs, very much the same. Even Necrons, very much the same. To a degree, they're more out there, but not the same. Eldar, just tall humans. Yeah, we need something just completely alien and just horrifying. And guns, yeah, they've all got guns. There is a theory, like an actual theory, that all life, for it to become sentient, it has to be a certain way, and that is like opposable thumbs, standing upright, eyes facing forward, space for a brain in the head, that kind of thing. That all life that becomes intelligent and sentient and highly advanced has to have those kind of things. So it makes sense from that theory, but at the same time, I want something I think I really want some cosmic horror type stuff that's just maddening, that makes absolutely no sense. I don't think they would do it. I don't think they would do it at all. Although, what I'm hoping, based on the... no, not based on the books. I think we need a new 40k army or race. We need something to mix it up a bit, because I think I've said this a couple of times in some videos. Man, if lasers came out of their eyes, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Lasers out of their eyes. That'd be cool. Yeah, like need some... Actually, in the lore, they exist. What are they called? It's not the Interrex. It was another race in the Horus Heresy. Towards the end of the... Actually, no, beginning. It's Ispan. I think it was on Ispan. They sent in the loyalists in the traitor legions to wipe them out, to get them out of the traitor legions. And they could make, like, basically their singing or screaming or yelling basically did that. So there's precedence in the lore. I think it'd be interesting to, while I'm talking about Xenos, I think it'd be interesting to introduce another human empire, like the Interrex. Bring them back. Like, they were highly advanced, far more advanced than the Imperium at the time. Far more knowledgeable and understanding of what reality actually was and chaos and everything. I think that bring those back. They could have had another empire off somewhere else in like a pocket dimension because they were that advanced. And I've seen some art. It looks really interesting. So I think bringing that, I just feel like there needs to be something else, a bit of a shake-up. I still think Imperial Demons is something they could bring in. Really odd, because we know basically the Emperor is, at some point, something will happen, and whether they would be willing to do it, basically kill the Emperor, and he becomes a god. He becomes like a chaos god to a degree, but he's on the side of good, if that's what you want to call it. And then we have like Imperial Demons. I think that would be super interesting. But I want something super, super alien and horrific. More than what the Tyranids are. We did get a little bit of that in Blackstone Fortress with the, whatever they're called, the Sentinels? I can't remember what they're called now. But I don't feel that was going to go anywhere. Yeah, I feel like just something... I think 40k needs a bit of a shake-up. Oh, that's not going to work. Ah, screw it, it'll work. We got one done. Alright, just let that glue up a bit. There we go. It's not even straight. Yeah, I reckon bring the Interrex back. Even though, yeah, it's human, but they have a weird symbiotic relationship with some... I think they're called the Megafauna. That allowed them to communicate in more ways. So I think they absorbed some of this weird, bizarre creature's DNA or something. I don't know exactly how they did it, but they could communicate in more ways. Through music, I think it was. Yeah, so they have this relationship with crazy, crazy giant beasts and horrifying things. So I think that's an interesting thing they could explore. They won't, but I think they need... Like, when was the last new army that came in? The Tau. I don't think you can even count the Custodes as a new army, or the Sisters of Silence. Custodes would have been there from the start. Yeah, there was a rumor of these mushroom spore monsters. I don't know when that was. It was the end of last year. It was a rumor that went around like, yeah, they're going to announce this thing. It seems like it was just a fake rumor. But there were a few people that hinted at, yeah, this is a thing that's going to happen. And I think when that happens, a lot of the time they haven't really got a date. It's something that they've heard through the grapevine, through sources, that maybe it's something they're working on and seriously working on. That's not going to be released for ages. But I seriously think there needs to be some shake up, something new and out there. I think it needs to be really out there. Within reason. When I say out there, I don't mean like just some weird random thing that makes absolutely no sense. I want it to make sense within the universe and the lore, but also want it to, from, if I was a member of the Imperium, I see it, it makes no sense. Like, I felt the Necrons were starting to go that way, but they never really pushed it. So, I just think, mate, I just want new models, really. That's what I want at the end of the day. Like, at the moment, 40k is just basically rehashing models that are already existing. Really, like the new Beast Snaggers. Yeah, we had them. We've had them for the last 30 years, really, in some form or another. What's his name? Wartsnagger. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. He was a model from like the 90s, you know. We just have a habit, well, in 40k, there's a habit of just rehashing things that already exist to update them. But I think while that's good, we also need something new, something to just come in and shake things up a bit. We haven't had that. Can't say that Primaris Marines were that, because no. I love Primaris Marines. But it wasn't, that wasn't it. Even the new Necrons, basically just rehashed Necrons. What if the Interacts, even though they were highly, highly evolved, and we should have listened to them, some of them escaped, and they knew of the horrors of the warp, so they knew all about that. So they tried to hide, but over the 10,000 years, plus or however long it's been, they've just become completely warped, just so far removed from what they were before. So they employ like crazy monsters and things like that. I don't know. Just thinking aloud. I think something. I think I've said in a video, like the Age of Sigmar team, it's like they have license to do crazy stuff because, you know, it's an entirely new world to a degree. For the most part, it's a new world. So they have permission and license to just go crazy with stuff. 40k, it feels like very stagnant, which yes, it suits the game, it suits the whole lore, but it doesn't have to. I don't know. I think I just want to see a bit of change in 40k. Nice. That will go in nicely. I know they changed the lore. They added in, oh, there's a giant rift. Oh, but what effect did that actually have? Nothing really. Didn't really change anything, to be honest. Lore-wise, yes. Game-wise and model-wise, not much. I think they've got some cool opportunities to do some really interesting things. We know they can do interesting things. They're doing it with Age of Sigmar. So we know they can do it. But then on the other hand, like I said at the start of the stream, I want an entire range just designed by John Blanche. Take old John Blanche artworks and make models. That's it. I want that too. So I want everything. I think I want the the body horror stuff that John Blanche does, and the creepy, nasty type stuff that he draws and paints. Because to me, that's 40k. But maybe I'm just asking for too much. Kingdom Death Monster. Let me just search that in a second. I just want to glue this together. Come on, in you get. There we go. Let that glue up. Was it good? Kingdom Death Monster. If I can type Kingdom Death Monster. I'm just trying to find some pictures. So they do have some pictures. Let's actually bring them up. Yeah, what else I think I'm looking at the right thing. Ooh, nice. Is that like all bones and stuff? That's really cool. Giant phoenix. Some cool design. They look like all sort of broken statues as well. Ooh, creepy. I love it. Yeah, some cool models. I'll have to have a look at this. Yeah, some cool models. I want more monsters though. Yeah, it looks like that was all the models. What else have we got? Some models. Some more models. Cool. I know.